Hi, this is Anna Imagination with Healing Garden. Thank you for joining me for Shifting Perspectives. I just had this massive arrogance. I could not figure out how humility was different than being humble. There are two completely different emotions, humble and humility. I'm a BDSM mistress. I know the shit. So I'm going, humbleness has nothing to do with humility at all. And whenever I did my spectrum with the emotions, I was like, humility is over here and self-value and self-importance is over here. More specifically, it's a spectrum of self-value. Is it 0 or is it 10? And where you want it is in that nice sweet spot, that neutral point, where you have, and this is it, where you have your self-importance put in check with X. But what is X? X is a lack of self-value. Now that is humility, not humbleness. I couldn't get it out of my head. And I just realized, well, so I was humil. Yeah, I had humility my whole life, and I thought there was humiliated. Humiliated. Humiliation has parts to it. It's not. You don't just feel humiliation at that moment. It stays with you. So we go our whole lives humiliated, thinking that the future version of humiliation is, or the now version of humiliation is humbleness, and it's not. It is basically a stagnant state of always feeling humiliation. Imagine X happens to you that humiliated you, and then you have shame. That is shame. There it is. So you have a humiliating experience, and that leaves you with the emotion shame. But we think that shame is humbleness, and it's not. It's shame. And then we have this voice in the back of our head, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. And we think that's guilt. That's not guilt. That is the second part of humility. That is shame. So humility is you experience the emotion or the event, and then it gets converted into the aftermath emotion, shame. And then every time you go to do something to repeat the event that got you humiliated, that third party voice comes in, plays as a tape, as an echo from a different dimension, telling you shame, 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 and you stop. Because humility is now a shame trigger, and that is your guilt system. Now, it is to protect you from humility. So I have had humility all my life. I have lived in constant companionship with humility all my life. I have a really strong feeling that you do too. And I was so sick and tired of feeling this constant humility. I was tired of feeling shame. I was tired of feeling these feelings every time I wanted to just stand out and be myself. And I said, God damn it. If this is humility, I know what cures you. A good, healthy dose of arrogance does. So I crammed arrogance down my throat. I crammed arrogance down my throat so well that my partner said to me, you know, you could do really good to use some humbleness. And I became mousy and meek. I felt that. I pulled back and I went, Anna, you know this shit. You know this shit. You know his understanding of psychology and you know yours. Break it down. I know you love him. Break it down. And I broke it down. And I love him. And I broke it down. And I wrote him back and said, no. I have been under the boot of humility all my life. I cannot shake the shame and the humility that has suppressed me all of my life. So I'm going to use this here arrogance and cram it down humility's throat. Because I think that's what I need right now. And after this, I know, because I know how emotions work, that every time you go this way, you go this way until you settle down and you find that gorgeous neutral zone, because I know how emotions work. I know exactly how they work. Give them the extreme opposite of what they are and watch them go away. That's right. So I gave him a massive dose of arrogance. I became pompous and proud. Oh, I was so arrogant. And it finally broke it out of me. And it freed me. And then, this morning, yesterday, I felt it. Humbleness has arrived. And I went, whoa, I feel gentle. I feel understanding. I feel kind. I feel that intensity is finally out of me. My intensity is gone. And I went, oh, humbleness is the neutral point. Humbleness is the neutral. We're out of balance. We're positive and negative. If you're a narcissist, embrace humility, and then you will fall to humbleness. If you have a problem with humility and self-worth, seek out arrogance and go nuts. As much arrogance as you can, and when you're done, you will fall into humility. Humbleness, because that's humility. Humbleness. Everyone needs to do that one. Authority, no authority, go the opposite. Too much authority, go the opposite. Boxing Day. Boxing Day. They say run into your fears. The statement was incomplete. That is one of 12. It's not run into your fears. It's not face your fears. It's do what you love. Do what you love. Not what you're afraid of. Do what you love. Here's a clue. It's the same thing. Do what you love. Fear and love are opposites. Fear and love are opposites. Anger doesn't have an opposite emotion. Anger sleeps like a defense system. Anger sleeps. Anger, fear, and love are a triad. Because it's not binary, it's tertiary. There's a difference. Love, fear, and anger. Oh, this sounds like this sounds like the starting script of my new opera. Oh yes, it's going to be a tragedy told in 3 parts. Love, anger, and fear. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I can see it unfolding now. I am so excited. Could I improv this? Would it be better if I improv it? I got to think about this. Oh, it's got to be improv. Of course it's got to be improv. That's how you get imagination. If you read a script, you're just parroting. You got to improv this shit. All right, you got to improv this shit. All right, anger, love, and fear. Tale of 3 cities. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I see this working out as like a menage a trois thing. Love triangle. It's going to get real messy. That ends really well. Anger has love and fear in it. Love has anger and fear in it. And fear has love and anger in it. Always remember that. Always remember that. I can't stop thinking and I can't stop talking. I think for the rest of my life, I just want to tell stories. This story. Tell my story and make it your own. Take whatever you can out of my story and use it. Make it your own. Make it your own. Always allow yourself choice of love. Always. Not a choice between fears. a choice between love. Because when you choose between fears, you're a slave. But when you choose between love, you are free. Healer is my name now. People were calling me a healer a long time ago, and it really upset me. I was like, no, that's not my name. I'm a philosopher. Why are you calling me a healer? People were like, oh, you're a coach. No, I'm not. I'm not a healer. I'm a philosopher. And now today I'm going, oh, look at that. I'm a healer now. Now it's time for that name. They were giving me the wrong name in the wrong order. That's the other thing, is because we live in different perspectives, different stages, different dimensions. The things change between each one of them. But only you, the I, stays the same. So as you change from perspective to perspective, and there are so many yous around, you need to make sure you maintain your I, or you will lose yourself. You don't want to get lost. So it's vital that you always know who you are. Always. You know, we look out at space and we say it's empty. Oh my God. It's not empty at all. There's a lot of traffic up there, just not in this dimension. There's a lot of traffic up there. It's not empty space. It's like looking at the webbing of Real Player One. That's what it looks like up there. That is exactly what it looks like up there. Ready Player One, I think, is the name of the movie. Oh my God. It's not empty at all. It's just not in our dimension yet. And it's going to unfold, and then we can see it. And it's going to be the biggest, oh, holy shit, look at all that traffic that's been here the whole time. And it's like right there. Oh, that explains heaven. That's so funny. The second perspectives are funny. It's so funny. I'm really starting to enjoy second perspectives. They have a really funny way of looking at the universe. That is so cute. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Yeah. It's just amazing. I am trying to wind down for the night, and my brain is just going a million miles a minute. So I'm going to try again. If you love shit like this, subscribe, follow, comment below, tell me what resonated with you. I am looking for my people. If you think you are my people, if this feels right, if it feels good, and if it gives you joy, click on the link below, browse my directory, and see which part is best for you, or all of it, or none of it. And if you want to get involved, tell my story and make it your own. Thank you so much, and may the kindest of words always find you.